people, how are you? You've reached day 68 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. What an achievement indeed. I don't know about you today, but I feel like bashing out some leg action today. So I reckon that's what we're going to do. You know, we haven't had as energized session for the last couple of days, surely, you know, yeah. So let's just do it today. Please don't go away. A few people just went, oh shit, and just changed it. It's fine, you'll be fine. You know, remember, do what you can. Remember, you can do things smaller, you can do fewer exercises, you can do them slower. Excuse me. Do them within your range of movement. So just take what I do as a suggestion and then go from there. Happy days. All right, then let's do it. If you're working with the playlist that I am on, day 68. 3, 2, 1, go. Here's hoping there are no texts or phone calls today. Feet hip width apart. Actually, no, screw it. Do what you want. We're going to go like this. So I'm standing on this leg, just nice and loose through the other leg. And change direction. You know you want to. I discovered I think I react to the hairspray I've been using. So if I start to sneeze, just don't worry, I haven't got COVID. I've been self-isolating for the most part. And maintaining my sterile field as I go out. So yeah, anyways, hairspray. So apologies for the slightly snuffly nose. I don't need hairspray anyway. I'm in isolation. Good. Doing the knees. Apparently I'm chatty today. And change direction. Good, and contra direction. Just let this broaden across the small of the back as well as you do it. And reverse the direction of that. Beautiful, and downhill skiing. Good, coming up, and just going to walk. But just try and place the feet down in the same position each time. Don't let the head move too much, so you will have to engage the core. Lifting up through the head, sinking down through the butt. Okay, now we're going to do it with a flexed foot. And rolling the wrists as we go. And back down. One more time. It's not quantum physics. Sorry, that's in reference to my song. Okay, we're just going to go straight. So I'm actually going knee then foot and not just bring the leg straight up. Good, and just stepping from side to side, nice and easy. I have got a slight bend in the knees though, which is why I have to hoik my hands up. And just take it behind. Good, and back. Half time with the legs. Good, and just the side. So you want control through this. Good, go a little wider. And hips. So I'm slightly tight from something we've done the last couple of days. So I'm thinking you might be too. Although I did do quite a heavy Pilates session last night, so maybe it's that. You know what I'm saying is take it easy. Go a little lower though, not that easy. Yes. Go a little lower, you can do it, yes. Breathe, stay down low, and we're gonna go forward to back. So really indulge in that rock forward so you can stretch out the small of the back. If you're feeling tension along the front of the legs, just encourage them to release. Smile, it makes it easier. And we're going to stay low. And now circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and change. Circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Coming up and just shake out those legs. Shake out the hands too. Kermit the Frog arm. This side, this side. Very serious today. Good. Just put the weight on the ball of the right foot. And we're just going to circle around through the left. I'm keeping the toes pointed at the moment. And I want to isolate through the quad, the inguinal region here, lifting up to the head. Now I'm just going to bring the heels forward. It's not what I'm doing. I'm flexing the foot and bringing the toes forward. We're going to stay on this leg, point the toe and go the other way. Still lifting up through the head. Good. Now flex the foot, point the toes forward. Beautiful. Stay on this leg. And we're going to change direction, do a figure of 8. You can just relax the foot however you want for the moment. As it starts to tighten, think about trying to release through the leg. Change direction. Might be getting tight, so just really think about opening up through the leg. Beautiful. And change. So isolating again from the quad. Seriously, I should have done my pants up tighter today. And with the foot hooked, try not to let the rest of the body go with it. We want to isolate the leg. And change direction with the toe pointed. Breathing through the small of the back and hook the foot. Relax through the sternum. Good, we're going to go back to relaxed foot. Change the direction and figure of 8. Woo, clunky hips. Good, and go the other way. Encourage your leg. It can do it, it can do it. It can do it. Woo, stay on balance. Don't know why I always tell you to stay on balance when I fall over. Alright, just changing directions. Now use this as a chance to try and get rid of some of the lactic acid and tension we've just developed. Now a bit of a hip turn. But as you do this, I want you to think about lifting up from the top of the thigh. So what I don't want to happen is this knee bending down like this. So push from the outside blade of the foot. And it's like you're pushing forward with that hip. Good, now take out that turn. I'm just going to go side to side with the legs a little bit wider. Good, and now just turning. Make sure you keep your hips, your chest and your head in alignment here. If you bend forward, you're probably going to fall over. Bit more energized with the arms now. Good, taking them for the ceiling. If you're feeling good about this, you can just get a little bit of a lean over to the side. Good, reaching up, butt goes back and down, bend the knees, rolling up. Again, reaching forward, butt goes back, fingertips go forward, straight back, and soften, rolling up. And again. Soften, rolling up. Last time. Good, staying down there. And the legs are wider than usual, so just really gently pop out one hip then the other. You might get a nice stretch along the inguinal region. And now just as you're warming up, accentuate that. Keep the hands still, but pop out with the ribs as well. So you're getting a nice, easy stretch through the torso and also through the butt cheeks and the inguinal area, the inner thigh. Good, just gonna go bend, 2, and straight. And again. Good. All right, turn yourself to the side. And from here, we're just going to slightly rock forwards and back. If you need to adjust your foot, do, because ideally we don't really want this knee traveling too much further than the heel. No further than the toes, just because otherwise you get a bit too much pressure on the patella ligament. Good, take the foot a little further. Good, now we're going to take this into the dynamic stretch, so we're just going to go forwards and back. Good, taking now the hands on the floor, just going to take this into a full stretch and down. I'm putting my hand on the inside of the foot, that's just because it's easier, otherwise my knee gets in the way, but I'm not really fussed which version you do. For me it's easier, I get more of a stretch to put my hand in the middle. Good, last one. So what we're going to do is go from this stretch, straightening up, into a straight leg. And down. Straight leg. So because these are dynamic stretches, I'm not going to my full width, my full range of movement. Now the most challenging thing about this is now remembering what to do on the other leg. Keep going. Good, all right, changing to the other leg. And making sure you have this foot out far enough that you don't go too far over the toe. What I mean by that is doing this. Okay, that puts a lot of pressure on the patella ligament. So reach out a little further with the heel. And as you find yourself warming up, you might want to just cheek that foot out a little further. Try and keep lifting up through the spine, lifting up out of the hips as you do this. Okay, good. Taking the foot a little further now. I'm just going to go forward and down, starting with this knee on the ground. Good. Now if you're starting to warm up, then you can take this knee off the ground. Adjust the feet as you need them. Good, couple more on this one still. Good, now we're going to progress to going down and then up with the straight leg. I do flatten that foot off at the back. I'm slightly turning my toe out to help with that. Good, we're going to go back to the other leg. And we're just going to do the crescent version of this. Now, what we can do is from here, we're going to reach back and then up. Now, if you're finding, let's go a little slower, that you're feeling confident with this knee, you can actually take it off the ground as you go back into the crescent. So by that I mean this. But if you're not feeling confident with that, just put that knee on the ground. And you can slow down a bit as you go into the crescent. Don't have to fit my pace or fit with the music. Because you want to be a little bit gentle as you're doing that. Beautiful. Now just stay up in this stretch here. Lifting the chest upwards and forwards. Good, soften the knee. I'm just going to change over. Starting with the knee on the ground. So we go back into the crescent and then straighten. Ease yourself into that. Good. Now if you're feeling okay about the knee, then we just take it off the ground. Just has, woo! as I demonstrated deliberately for you there, just has a few more balance issues and challenges you have to work out. So yeah, that was just showing you what those were. You can see now I'm completely in control. Good, all right, just staying over this leg now. Good, bend that knee, put it down, and into all fours. And some cat-cows, reaching up. And down. I do these a lot, you may notice, almost every time, because they're so good for working out the spine and the neck. Good, flattening off. And we're going to go in and out. In and out. So I'm actually, what I'm doing is I'm not swinging it straight through. I'm going to the, I'm almost sending the knee out first and lifting up. Good, changing legs. Going to go back to the first leg, and if you're feeling it, we're going to go up into the plank and do the same thing. But I want the control. Make sure you're engaging through the shoulder blades. Staying on this leg. Now we're going to swing it through. I'm still taking the same journey, it's just fluid. Good, into the other leg. You're right, I didn't give you a rest with the shoulders. We can do it. Good, and for the swinging version. Good stuff. Roll out those shoulders. Well done. Think how character building that is. Rolling out the wrists. Good. And popping down onto your back sides. So we're going to go, legs go up. Sorry. What do? They go up to one side, in to the other side. Now, what I'm going to do now is actually just take away my arm support, but you don't have to do that. So knees going to chest and then out. And now I'm going to keep going with the arms in. Woohoo! Balance challenge. Good, lying down. And scissor legs. Just with a small pulse. 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Slow motion. 2, 3, and change. 1, 2, 3, and change again. 1, 2, 3, change.
Good. Just rest for a second. Just take legs to one side and the other side. Good. Going on to your fours again. We're going to do the quad work. So I'm going to put the leg diagonally across. Leg goes near the floor and it's rocking forward to back until you find a work in the quad. So it's a work rather than a stretch. Ease into it because it creeps up on you. Great. Now we're going to hold the leg up. Engage here and down. Make sure that you're controlling it so you're not just chucking the hip up. Convince yourself it's coming from squeezing that butt cheek rather than by hoiking up the other hip. Good. Changing legs. Halfway through, that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Leg up and engage through that outside back leg, through the butt cheeks. Control it all the way up. Good stuff. Rolling back onto your butts. Because it's time for some bridges. And go up, 2, and down. Hands up if you want to increase the workload. And down. Up. Good. Now we're going to go up and hold. And if we can, pulse. Changing legs. Changing legs. Staying up, but of course remember your modification is just to do a normal bridge. Good. Now raise the legs straight towards the ceiling. Keep going. Good. Staying up. Changing legs. And down. Legs straight up in the air. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just pull the knees in for a sec. Just let that stretch out. And go the other way. Good. Back on to all fours. And we're going to go donkey kicks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the other leg. 1, 2, 3. This heel goes straight up towards the ceiling, making sure you're engaging through the belly. 6. Good. Into a high plank, or you can do it on all fours if you like. And we're going to go leg to the side, and then up, side, and up. Really works the side of the body. 4, 5, 6, 7, and changing legs. 1. Oh, that's a plant. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Into all fours. And just going to squeeze through the traps. So down and back up and down. If you're okay with this, just pop up into a high plank and keep going. Going to do 2 more. Good. Lift up the butt into a down dog and walk. Keep the butt nice and high. And if you like, put a little bit of a hip twist through this. And double time, but take out the twist. Hips nice and high. Good, walking the hands into the feet. Rolling up through the spine. Into small squats. Small as in small stance. Good, from here we're going to go squat into a leg raise on the same side. The leg goes out the side, like you're trying to climb over a fence. We'll go for a dog pee, and another leg. Whoa! I found a wobbly bit on the floor again. Good, step out into a wide stance. So we're going to go straight into wide squats. Keep going. I'm going to tie up my pants because seriously. Make sure your knees are going out over the toes, the butt's going behind you. Oh, so much better. Squat into a kick. Lift up. Oh, every bit. Lifting up through, out of the hips. Six and 7 and 8. Hold down in the squat. And we'll give up. Stay there. Good, coming up. Stepping into our lunge and we're going to pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stepping back. Other leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stepping back. 2, 3. Make sure you adjust your feet so you've got a square. And hold there, circle. Circle the other way. Coming up, change legs. And hold there. And circle forwards. And circle back. Good, coming up. Just kick that out. Good, now we're going to do the curtsy lunge. So what we're going to do is you go step behind, but I'm going to stay low the whole way. Keep this knee over the toe. Each time go a little bit lower, reach a little bit further. So you have to take the weight through this leg. Keep your eye line up. Try and get yourself lower so that you can reach further each time. Trying as much as possible to keep this knee stabilized. Good. We're going to turn around, face this way, into our leg kicks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, halfway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, changing legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good stuff. Good. Side lunges. Just going to go to my center of my mat. There we go. Good. Now stay low. One more set of those. Starting to try and keep the head on the same level the whole way. Good, coming up. We're going to go step and up, step. This is an exercise from Tom Hodgson. Blows everyone's mind. I love it. Okay, we're going to do the same arm as the leg. Let's change, so we start with the other foot first. All right, this is where we get complicated. We're going to do opposite hand and foot, going back the other way. One more set. Okay, we're going to change, so we lead with the other foot first, other hand, go. Yes, Tom Hodgson. One more set. Oh, I might go past thinking about my next exercise, which is this. Good. Really get the shoulders involved. Good. Well done. You can always tell when I'm thinking about the next exercise because that's when I generally step up. Moral of the story, focus on what you're doing. Reach up. And reaching. Make it the diagonals. Good. Reaching up. Going to roll down. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Going down. Stay down there. Breathe in to look forward and lengthen for 4. And back down. And again. And down. And again. Good. Just take the legs out wide. In a bit of a walk. And start to take them a bit wider. Good. Now we're just going to use the hands just to help us ease out into a stretch. And if you're feeling like you can, then we're going to pop down onto this leg, keeping this heel on the ground. For the moment, I'm blading the foot forwards. And to increase the stretch, lean in. You can use this elbow to push the other leg out. Stretching forwards. Really think about getting that blade of the foot, the outside blade of the foot on the ground. If this is too much, come up off the ground. I'd rather you have the heel flat, change, and be higher off the ground like this. By the heel flat, I mean this heel. Good, just sit yourself onto your butts. And big diamond with the legs out in front. Putting your elbows on your knees and leaning forward, scooping your belly button upwards and forwards. Wiggle those knees into the floor. Get a stretch along the glutes and the small of the back. Good, bringing your heels into our inguinal stretch and little butterfly flutters. As you go, gradually leaning forwards. Leaning forwards from the belly button, going up and forwards. I'm not hunching over from here. Chest is lifting. Good stuff. And it's onto your backs. And donut the legs. We're just going to pull through. If you can't get the shins, you can pull through from the thighs. And just use the weight of the elbows just to encourage a stretch through the thighs. And changing over. abdomen nerve stretch. Toe back, heel goes up. And just change that over. Good, bring that down. Come up into the balls of your feet. We're going to stretch out the fronts of the legs, the quads. If this is too intense for you, you can do it standing or lying down and pull the leg towards your butt like we've done before. So just pointing that knee towards the ground. And the other leg, pointing towards the ground. That's the end of my playlist. So, as you just thought, just in case you're new, you're probably not since we're on day 68, but just in case you are new, what I mean by the other stretch is just lying on the ground and pulling this one in. If you're super flexy, you might not feel in the stretch here, but you also might, so that's all good. Lovely, and from here, since I'm here, just pop the toes under. Settle yourself into a down dog, so make sure the index fingers are aligned, thumbs are outstretched, there's about a thumb width between the two outstretched thumbs, and lift the butt towards the ceiling. Try and put your thighs on the wall behind you. It's behind you. I'm going mad. Butt bones towards the ceiling. Good, just walk the hands into the feet and the knees rolling up through the spine. Lovely.
Well, that was invigorating. Don't know what you think. I feel invigorated. Thank you again for joining me. Tomorrow is our stretchy day. Come warm, come with tea, come with hot water bottles, come with animals. Everyone, bring the family, get pillows, cushions, doonas or duvets if you're in Europe, or comforters if you're in North America. Okay, great. Thanks again for your company. Take care of yourselves, please, and take care of others. Lots of love. Thank you so much.